Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Turf Moorhouse TV, where we have another watch along live from. Well, I say live from Turf Moor. The game's live at Turf Moor, but I'm live in my front room, so it just is what it is. Hope everyone is all well and good, having a good weekend, whatever you've got planned, whatever you are doing. Obviously, if you'll be here watching me, won't you? If you're watching, sometimes I don't even know what I'm on about. But yes, Pompey turn up at Turf Moor. We haven't played them in 12 years. 2011 was the last time we played Portsmouth. I'm going. I think that's going back. What? Oh no, that's after 09. I remember playing them in the Premier League when we had the likes of like David Nugent up top, back under the days of Owen Coyle and Brian Laws and all that carry on. But yes, we are up against Portsmouth today, and like I say, I'm looking forward to this one. Portsmouth started the season pretty well with that 3-3 draw against Leeds United. And just a couple of stats to bring up regarding this game as well. Because I think, Burnley have won just 2 of their last 14 league games against Pompey. Drawn 4, lost 8. Well, they did win the last meeting between the pair in March 2012, 5-1, which was their biggest win against Pompey in the Football League. Portsmouth are unbeaten across their last 7 away league games against Burnley, won 4, drawn 3, recording twice as many wins as in their first 19 league visits. Burnley have only lost 1 of their previous 38 home league games in the Championship, netting in all but 3 of those matches, scoring a total of 76 goals. Ouch. Pompey have received the most cards than any other team in the Championship this season, while each of Burnley's last 3 league games have seen a red card brandish. 1 for the Clarets, Bashir, Humphreys, obviously at Leeds last weekend, and 2 against. So it makes for a good encounter, I'd like to think anyway. Get your predictions in the chat. Let us know how you think this game's going to go. I'm quietly confident that we'll do the biz today. Hope so anyway. It's nice to be back at Turf Moor after a 3-week break. And I'm having to drink Jack Daniels and Coke out of a mug, but it's not a bad size mug, so I've got a decent Jack and Coke in there, so it's all good in the hood. But just wet the whistle, and like I say, let's hope for a positive performance. The last time played at Turf Moor, we managed to pull out a 1-1 draw against the unwashed lot. And if you wonder who that shadow that's just going past me like a ghost, that's just a beloved who's probably going to put hi in the chat about 10 minutes into the game. As if she's not busy. But yes, back at Turf Moor after 3 weeks. Obviously, the game before that, we absolutely trounced Cardiff. Did a job on them big time by beating them 5-0. Like I said, let everybody know in the chat your predictions for the game. It's always good to get your thoughts on it. We'll have a chat as the game goes on, and I will obviously be taking you through it as it happens. But not long until kickoff now, just 5 minutes away. We will be a little bit behind because, as I say, we are watching on a stream, and yes, there is a fly doing my tits in. But what you've got. So we will go through the team very, very soon. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the chat. So Henry's in nice and early. Has been since 1:45. Been in nice 15 minutes early. Hi, Dan. I hope Clarets win today. Portsmouth will be a good game to play. I'm going 2-1 Portsmouth, but I hope I'm wrong. Ooh. Henry, I think that's the first time you've backed against Burnley when you've come on. But, you know, that's the thing. It's football. It's football. It happens. You never know. Doing football show at the same time. Otherwise, I would have joined the stream. No, I appreciate it. Burnley subs making their way to the bench and getting a rousing reception from the Clarets faithful. Doug, afternoon to your fine self, says going for 3-1 Clarets. I'll take that. 100%. So, you know, can't grumble. For some reason, my stream's now gone upside down. There we go. Simon's in. How do, Dan? Just finishing work, so stay in tuned. Get in. At least you're just finishing work, mate. That's the best thing. But the players are just about to enter the field of play, just leaving the tunnel now. As I said, we may be a minute or so behind, so please no spoilers in the comments while the game goes on. But I'm looking forward to a very good encounter here against Pompey. Mrs. B's in the chat. In Tenerife. God, you get about you. Just, yeah, quality. Sun, sea, and a bit of Burnley FC. That's what you want, isn't it? It's what you want. That's getting addictive. Adrian's in. Let's get this show up and running and get a run going. That's what we want, don't we? We want to get a run going. We're still in the process of trying to build as a team, but let's see what we can do when we all gel together. Paul Ashworth says 3-0 to the Clarets, and Simon's gone 3-1, same as Doug. Luca to bag again. Not asked to bags. As long as they're in claret and blue, I will take it. So Burnley playing with a 4-2-3-1 formation. And let's have a look at that Burnley lineup then. So we have starting in goal, James Trafford between the sticks. Then we have Lucas Pires playing the left with Worrell and Esteve as your centre-back partnership. CJ Egan-Riley comes in for Bashir Humphries, who was sent off. Brownhill, your captain, alongside Josh Cullen, with Coley Orshaw, Hannibal, and Jaden Anthony, the three just behind the man in attack, Lyle Foster. And up top for the, well, I say up top, I mean on the substitute bench for Burnley's Sharande Sambo, Zion Fleming, who I thought put in a decent performance the other week at Leeds. Hanno Masengo, John Egan makes the bench. Andreas Huntonje, Josh Loren, Jay Rodriguez, Jeremy Sarmiento, and Vaclav Hladke. So that is your Burnley team. Let's have a look at the away side. So Pompey as follows. Will Norris. Will Norris in goal. Some Clarets will remember him. Obviously, was at the club for a few seasons. And it's nice to see John Harley as well. I didn't realise John Harley worked at Portsmouth. It makes sense why he was at Leeds the other day then. But John Harley is there. Obviously, ties to Burnley. But yes, Will Norris played for the club. Zach Swanson is in there. Regan Poole back from being out of action for 10 months with an ACL injury. Tom McIntyre, Connor Ogilvie, Marlon Pack captains the Pompey side. Freddie Potts, it's meant to say. Clearly, my phone's changed the edit, but that's meant to be Freddie Potts. Paddy Lane, Callum Lang, Josh Murphy, and Christian Sadie. Substitutes Schmid, Williams, Towler, Andre Dazelle, Kamara, Silva, Blair, Matt Ritchie, and Sorensen. I'm just hoping we have a good game. Just hoping for a positive game. Should be a good one. Should be. But I'm going to be looking at two devices here because I've got it on the TV, but it might be jumpy. But I've got it on my phone as well. So it's like, but they're both the same stream because I'm streaming from my phone to the telly. It's madness. Madness, guys. Referee just making sure everything is accounted for. Keepers are all going to be set. As I say, we are probably going to be about a minute or two behind. So please, no spoilers. It does help. And you'll see my raw reaction to every single goal as it goes in. We'll get you the stats at halftime as well. David Webb is the referee. And he's set to get us underway now. Ball straight back to Norris from Portsmouth, who pumped the ball long. Nice bit of head tennis, but ball now in the centre circle. So get your comments in, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. So massively appreciate the love and support, so please keep it coming. Hopefully the wins will follow it as well. Good pressing by Anthony. Portsmouth trying to play a few risky passes. Worrell's there to cut out the attack, and Will Norris comes out of his goal and narrows down the angle for Coley Orshaw. I'm not sure whether Norris actually had any game time while with us. I might check that out, actually. See if he actually played any games. I think he did. I think he actually did. Let's have a look. He signed on a 3-year deal for Burnley, and we loaned him. He made 2 appearances. 2 appearances. So yeah, not many, guys. Not many at all. Over 2,000 Pompey fans made the trip to Turf Moor, which is fantastic, by the way, for where they are in the country. And Burnley tried to come forward. Ball with Coley Orshaw. Played back towards Cullen. Finds Worrell. Burnley now have it in their defensive unit. Steve has it. Yeah, 2 appearances, and then he made 24 appearances on loan for Peterborough. I remember him going out on loan, and then obviously I think we released him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he did. I was going to say some cup games. Did he play against Oldham? Not Oldham, Rochdale. I know we played at Rochdale a few years ago. We had the likes of Cornet and stuff like that. So I wonder whether he played in that. Burnley still have the ball. Referee not giving anything as Anthony goes down to the deck, but Brownhill does well to recover, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Well played there by Regan Poole. Like I said, this will be a very tough game for Regan Poole, the Pompey centre-back. Just back from an ACL. Obviously, they train, get back on the grass and build up the strength in it again, but it is a tough one to come back from. I snapped my ACL. No, yeah. That horrible. The thing where I'd not even been touched. I had the ball at my feet, went to make a pass. Next minute, I'm on the floor. It was. I actually thought somebody had wiped me out. Someone went, "No, made the pass and just dropped." But it's not stopped me playing. I still play every other Tuesday when work allows me to anyway. So afternoon, Mac. Hope you're well. I'm hoping we get the 3 points as well, mate. Pardon me. I watched Aki earlier. 2-0 up and threw it away. Drew 2-2. First goal by Sean Worley as well. 37 years old. We're an absolute screamer. Well, I say screamer. He done really well. Curling, purling effort from the edge of the box. Pompey clear towards the halfway line. Couldn't pick anyone out, so I've had to go back. Burnley trying to press. Ball lofted forward. Well seen by Estev. Worrell is there. Trafford's also behind him just in case it evades the defender, but Worrell still has it. Picks out Egan Riley, who's slotted into that right back position. What's this? Sharande Sambo's on the bench. He's an option if needs be. I'm not sure what's happened to Connor Roberts. I don't know whether he's got a slight knock or anything like that. But Sam was that. Mac, don't even start on Sunderland. They let me down for £4,500 last weekend. The only team to let me down for £4,500. I was fuming. I think I had Oxford, Burnley. Who else were it? There are a good other 6 teams on there, and I thought Sunderland, the top of league, unbeaten, back them, and they done me, losing 3-2. The thing is, the cash out was shit as well, so I couldn't even take a decent cash out. I mean, what were it at? 200 and something. But when you're like literally thinking, well, it's Sunderland, unbeaten, they'll win that against Wayne Rooney's Plymouth. Should be a piece of piss. And then I got taught a lesson, obviously, of how not to gamble. But Burnley come forward. Luca Koleosho picks out Foster. Bit of a heavy touch. Tries to regain, but Pompey get the free kick. Foster a little bit heavy in his touch, trying to win the ball back on the seconds, but couldn't quite get there. To be fair, I've got a mate who's a Sunderland fan. He said against teams like Plymouth who are dodgy, said against dodgy teams, it's not great. He said it's not great at all. But when they're playing decent teams with a good setup, they seem to grind out results. Pompey coming forward. Josh Murphy has it on this near side. What can Egan Riley do? Does very well to cut that out, and it's gone out for, I think, is it gone out for a throw-in? Camera angle's not really. It has just gone out for a throw-in. Sam says Roberts were injured with Wales. Right, fair enough. Yasin, what Max says in the chat. It was end-to-end. The thing is, Sunderland absolutely... Sunderland were crap. They were bossing it first half. Second half, they were just on the back foot. Pompey, ball over, header up, and again, palmed away. Palmed away by James Trafford. I think it's been judged offside by Ogilvie. It has. But it was a good save by Trafford. Anyway, if the flag wasn't to have been raised. Worrell, Burnley come quickly. Brownhill. Back to Worrell. Worrell picks out Egan Riley. Ball over the top, which is cut out. Koleosho looked for it. They saw the move. Pompey read the move. JJ Watt is in attendance at Turf Moor. Sat with Don Pearce. Let's see what Burnley can do. Closely approaching 10 minutes on the clock. Still Burnley nil, Pompey nil, as Pompey tried to come forward. I hope so, Martin. Be a good win, especially since it was Dan's birthday yesterday. Lucas Perez is on the deck. I think he's tried to win the seconds before it's gone out for a throw-in. He seems to be wincing. I'm not sure whether it's coming together between himself and Sadie up top for Portsmouth. He's got back to his feet. He is wincing a little bit. Scott Parker having a few words with Hannibal, telling him, look, just do a few bits in the middle of the park. Run around, do what you do. Be an horrible bastard and get us the points. And Will Norris is down as well. Physio communicating with the Pompey bench, telling them that Norris is all right. Cullen and Elliot Taibo also in discussion. Everybody getting instructions. The thing is, 10 minutes in, you can sort of start to feel a game as a player. You can start to see where they're trying to press, what sort of angles they're coming at, but it's Pompey that have a throw-in deep in the Burnley half. Marlon Pack, the Pompey captain, looks like he's going for a big Rory Delap style throw, which he does. That's not a bad throw at all. Pompey have a chance. And the shot hit it into the ground. Josh Murphy's not really connected with it on the half volley. Schumacher's Portsmouth have a early chance. It hasn't tested James Trafford. It's a goal kick to the Clarets. Trafford asking players to go along. Ball pumped forward. Header up by Regan Poole. Ogilvie plays a long buster ball forward, but Trafford matches that. Understands where it's coming. You know what? I must say as well, James Trafford has done very well commanding his line. Comes off it more, a lot more confident with the back four he's got in front of him. Trafford gets it back from Worrell. Steve has it. Tries to come forward. Bit of a heavy touch. Still wins it though. Then loses. Then Anthony couldn't get to it. Ball comes forward for Portsmouth to the edge of the box. Tried to whip it in early, and it's a brilliant interception by Esteve to come back. He's done well there. After he loses the ball, manages to. It's such a heavy touch. Still manages to come away with it. Jaden Anthony can't get to the follow-up after he's made the pass. And I think it might have come off the Pompey player last because they've given a goal kick. Which again, I think Trafford's going to go a long way. Esteve, very lucky there. There's been a few times where Esteve's done that though. Really like him as a player, but there's a few times where that odd heavy touch really lets him down. Jaden Anthony's in the box. Can he keep this move alive for Burnley? Does. Wins the ball. Plays it back. Gets it back. Burnley have it in the middle of the park now. They're toying with the Pompey defence. It's out for a throw-in. Good pressure by Brownhill. Gets it back from the quick throw. Cullen. It's worked all the way back to the Burnley defence. Joe Worrell now has it after receiving a pass from Maxime Esteve. The thing is, you can see what Burnley are trying to do. They're trying to invite the pressure of Portsmouth. I think Burnley, obviously, if you look at that Leeds game, we didn't really see much of the ball. Portsmouth are very happy for Burnley to have the ball. That's where we need to be like, right, okay. We can also be resilient without the ball, but we also need to be resilient with it. Ball put forward by Worrell. That's a good ball. Can Anthony get to it? He does. Beautiful ball by Worrell. Anthony, can he beat his man? Wins a corner. Wins a corner for the Clarets. Fast approaching 15 minutes. I can't promise anything, Mac. Also, Burnley's Paralympic gold champion is in the crowd today as well. Met the players during the week and the manager. He's here to watch the Clarets, hopefully. Spur them on. Ball comes in. It's in there. Foster tries to get the header back towards the corner taker, and Burnley take a quick throw in. Not sure what happened there, but referee's not happy. Referee's not happy with how quick Burnley were. Exactly what Graham said, Mac. I'll see the incident first, and you can come back with the judgment afterwards. This all happens. It's not too bad. 15 seconds isn't too bad, to be fair. Koleosho. See, I try to be impartial, man. I try to be. Good ball by Worrell again. He's done really well with picking out players. Pires. Cullen. Burnley applying pressure as Portsmouth win the ball back. Sadie has it. And Portsmouth are in. Portsmouth are in. It's a bit of a... oh, he's offside. I think the linesman's got his flag up. Woo. Pompey were in. Pompey were in. Well done. Well done to the linesman. Impartial. Can you not see? I put these... pardon me. I changed the content. I changed the colour of these glasses. Usually they're claret tinted. Again, Worrell has it as his feet. There we are. VAR check by Max says he was defo offside by a country mile. See, that's what we should have. Oh, we're miles offside. Trafford goes long. Header up by Portsmouth, and it's a good header back towards Will Norris. Takes a touch and picks the ball up. Scott Parker's not worried. He's doing the old Fergie, stood there, arms folded, chewing gum in. And now that's a bad kick from Will Norris. He's literally kicked the substitution board right out of the fourth official's hands. Pompey get to the byline. It's kept in. Can Burnley clear? I thought that had gone out of play, but the linesman says no. Portsmouth have a chance to pick an in-swinger out. Still beats his man, and it's a good block by Lucas Pires. It's going to be a corner for Pompey. Pompey's seen a lot of it on that far right-hand side. Burnley's left back, Lucas Pires, having a job to do. Set piece opportunity for the away side. Ball comes in. It's deep. Trafford's in. Punched away. Very well punched away by Trafford as well. Something he needed to work on, and he's got a lot better on that. And again, Burnley applying the pressure, having to put Pompey under. Going back to Will Norris and Hannibal. Having to do the donkey work, chasing it down. Ball back in Burnley's defensive unit, though, now. As the ball gets pumped long. Joe Worrell. CG Egan Riley picks out Worrell again. And Burnley, the patient build-up seems to work. It's as we get forward, we need to find that killer instinct in attack. Pompey starting to create some pressure of themselves. I'm going to sneeze. Knew that would come in. Stev does really well to read the pass. Linesman doesn't say it's a foul. There is a player down. Referee stopped the... Why has he stopped the game for? It's not an head injury, you clamp it. Paddy Lane's down and he's holding the bottom of his back. Why has the referee even stopped the game for that? I understand sportsmanship, but like, come on. It's not a head injury, ref. Landsman hasn't pulled up a flag for it. Arsehole. Arsehole. Like I said, Mac, impartial, mate. I'm impartial to a good little bit of abuse towards the referee. See what people on Twitter are saying ahead of this game. Matt Scrafton has said Pompey proving very stubborn so far. Burnley keeping hold of the ball well enough, but it needs to be a lot quicker. And I totally would agree with that. For some reason, it's talking about. Don't know why I'm seeing Sunderland stuff, but hey ho. Let's have a look after a quick refresh. But Nappers, why is Fleetwood Town Nappers doing at Turf Moor? What's Nappers doing? Let's see what the Clarets can do. Referee allows Paddy Lane back onto the field after going off, after receiving treatment. And Esteve, it's a wild head. I'm starting to see a few insecurities from Esteve, to be fair. I do love the guy to bits, but this game so far, I'm all right, Pete. How are you? How are you, Mush? Good ball over the top. Can Anthony Pires get to it? Sorry. Thought Anthony would have been there, but Pires tries to beat his man. Cuts inside. Cuts in twice. Ball lofted over. Still in there. Foster can't get to it. And it's cleared, which Worrell takes a long punt towards James Trafford. Mr. Rodriguez, how are we, sir? There's one of the most amazing Burnley supporters on the live watch along. I'll take that, mate. I'll take that. Any compliment from you is worthy of putting a smile on my face. I will tell you that now. But yes, mate, I am good. How are you? When are you next over for a game, by the way? You'll have to let me know when you're next over. Andrew, Pompey fan as well. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. As I said earlier, I will remain impartial. As much as I'm a claret, if I don't think it's a pen, I'll say it. I don't think it's a pen. I've took the claret out of the tinted glasses, so don't worry about it. But yeah, a point's not bad. A point's not bad. I was saying earlier that, we've not played each other for 12 years, so we're both sort of unknown to each other. I hope you are well, mate. All well, mate. And thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We did have one recently, Mac. Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's it was more regarding the start of the just after the transfer window. How things have been, where we were going with certain things. I love how on the camera it's showing JJ Watt. He's sat there in a jumper. He's sat there in a jumper and yet got shades on. He's got a jumper and t-shirt on, but shades on. Which game should I go to second half? See, you know what? I'll have a look at a few, and next time I'm live, which I think Monday night for the match preview. for the Oxford match preview. I will be live for that, and I'll have a look. And then if you're in on Monday night, I'll let you know what I think. Or I'll drop you a message. Either way, I'll drop you a message. Ball played over the top for Pompey. It's in the Burnley box. Sadie goes to hit it as he knocks it down on the chest. And again, Lucas Pires has come from left back over to right back and managed to clear away the danger. It's out for a corner to Portsmouth. Marlon Pack. The captain sets it up. Big. Get in. Ball whipped over for this corner. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, I don't know whose head that came off. Burnley clear it. I'm looking for... I think it's Ogilvie. I'm sorry, Andrew, if that's, if that's how I butchered. I don't know how you pronounce his name. It's a weird name for a bloke who's bald and got ginger hair. A little bit like oneself. But I think it's his header that's come off the post. I'm sure when the ball goes out of play or anything, it will show the replay of it. But Portsmouth have it in their own half at the moment, trying to get away. Coley Oshaw putting Pompey left back under pressure. And again, Pompey could be away, but a good, well cut out by Maxime Esteve. What could Burnley do? Brownhill ricochets off the Pompey midfielder. Josh Murphy put under a lot of pressure from Egan Riley. Well played. Luca Coley-Orshaw's there. Referee says there's a challenge in there from Hannibal. And I think with the ball stopped, we will see the replay. I'm hoping so. See you next time, Pete. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well. How do you pronounce it? Is it Ogilvie? Ogilvie? I don't know. Ogilvie. I don't even know. It's like off the Burnley players. Like you've got Coley Oshaw, you've got people who used to call Zeki Amaduni and stuff like it. It's a minefield with all these foreign players' names. Andrew Miles says Nappers loves Pompey. Comes from our 7 years in League One. Greetings from Southern Spain. Hope you are well, Andrew Miles. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, obviously, Nappers has started working with Fleetwood as well. So if you're wondering what's going on in the background, I'm trying to sort stuff out. Hey, of all things to have in the background, though, look at that. Booze galore. Booze galore. That just shows I'm not an alcoholic because they've all got alcohol still in them. For now. Zian Fleming on the bench still has his little Robbie Fowler plaster on his nose. Ogilvie. That's just because I'm northern. Ogilvie. To be fair, Graham, it is a very tight affair. Yes, okay, we've probably not been best on the shots front. But it's all about biding your time. Sometimes you don't need to all be... It's, as long as those killer chances, are the ones that kill the game off and you've got a chance to put the game to bed. Like I say, yes, we've had 0 shots on target. We are holding a lot of the ball, though, as well. Yeah, and Andrew said there, Andrew Perriam, hopefully I've got that right as well. What teams have impressed you the most so far? Sunderland have. Sunderland have been absolutely out of this world. We were shite against them, though, mate, to be fair, when we played them and got beat 1-0. But speaking of which, Burnley come forward. Good bit of play by Jaden Anthony. Coley O'Shaw's there. CJ Egan Riley Cuts inside, does really, really well. Ball fizzed over. Nobody in the box to cut it out. Koleosho tries to hit it on the volley. Misses. Billy Perez on the edge of the box. And it's high, wide, and not very handsome. But yeah, I'd have to say Sunderland, Andrew. Have to say Sunderland. I think they've been the team to beat so far. So a Golve. I'm not going to get this right no matter what I do. Like you give me the Scottish accent and I can do a Scottish accent. You give me the Scouse accent, that's still Scottish. What am I doing? Give me the Scouse accent, la, and I can do that. The Brummie accent as well. You know, it's just dirty. I don't like it, but I can do all the accents. I just can't seem to pronounce names. That's my issue. Burnley with a chance. Foster. It's deflected off Regan Poole, and Pompey tried to go away. Keeps it in play, but said he wasn't there to pick the loose ball up. Trafford finds a Stev. Cullen picks Trafford out again. Oxford, yes, Oxford's not a bad shout, Graham. Obviously, we play them away from home next weekend. And funnily enough, I'll be doing a live watch along, just in case you want to come across next weekend. I'm off work. Would you believe it? I meant to be in work today, but obviously I swapped it. I'm going to a gig tonight after the game. So it's a quick shit shower shave job after this and get to said gig. But either way, very good good start by both teams. Let's see who has the killer instinct in it as Burnley come forward, though. Lucas Pires. I was gonna say Colby Bishop is probably quite a big miss, but you know what? Fair play to him. I watched him when he were at Accrington Stanley, Andrew, and he's I watched him at Aki Stanley, and he was a decent player there. It really filled that void that were left by Billy Key. And just to bring it back to the Burnley game, there's a yellow card here. Josh Murphy's brought down. I'm not sure. It's probably for Hannibal because, oh, no, it's not. It's Josh Cullen. Hannibal was in and around it. A Gulve. Mate, we'll get there. We'll get there. At some point, we will get there with this name. If someone could put me in touch with him and ask him to send me a video of how to pronounce it, then yeah, I'm happy. But yeah, Andrew said there, Sunderland, best side I've seen. Well, Colby Bishop, obviously, hopefully everything's all right since his heart surgery. He's got all the makings of an absolutely fantastic player. Hopefully, he's the same player he was, you know, pre-op and everything else. Redder, really, really hope you're all right. Watching in Tunisia, I like Hannibal and Burnley. I'm watching through iFollow. I think if you go through Burnley's website, you can sort of pay to watch the match from Tunisia. So I'm not sure whether Tunisia is one of the countries internationally that's globally out to. So that's something you'd have to look into. But I obviously can't show it due to, one, I'd get my channel taken down, and yeah, don't want that. He's when you got promoted, Andrew, I thought maybe he'd look at someone like if he was to move. You know, someone like a Cardiff or a QPR after losing Lyndon Dykes, somewhere like that. A Gulve, right? A Gulve. I'm going with a Gulve. That's it. That's your lot. Agulve. We're going to have about 27 different pronunciations of this bloke's name, but we'll go with Agulve. Pass Agulve on the left hand side. Hannibal has it. Koleosho. It's got Egan Riley running on this near side, but Pires touches a ball down brilliantly. Jadon Anthony up against two Pompey players. Is he going to get the better of them? Cuts inside, plays it to Koleosho, who's come towards that side. Anthony again. Bit of a hard touch, but still Hannibal comes away with it. CJ Egan Riley. Surely going to take a touch and try and work an opportunity into the box. Finds Cullen. Joe Worrell's come forward. Pings the ball over for Brownhill. Solid bit of passing by Burnley. What can they achieve here? Back with Worrell. Referee allows play on. Probably would have pulled it back for a foul on Brownhill, but Koleosho up against his man. Gets on the run. Whips a ball in. Header away towards the edge of the box. Cleared by Estev. Again, Burnley still have it. It's good pressure by Burnley. They're trying to carve that opportunity open. Foster takes a shot from the edge of the box. And he's leant back as he's hit it. He's leant back as he's hit it. And it's gone well over the bar. You'll have to let us know. Like I say, obviously, depending on work, drop me a message on Twitter and I'll get back to you. Send me a DM, Mr. Rodriguez, and we will sort it out. You know what, Andrew? I'd say you'd like to say we go straight back up. You'd like to say we go straight back up. I don't. No, not that I don't think we will, but I think we need a season of adaptation. I'd like to think that we will because of the squad that we've got. But Burnley come forward. Jadon Anthony with a shot, and it's saved by Will Norris. Just had to break away there as Anthony tried to cut inside and does get his shot away. But a good save by the Pompey number one. It's a very tough question. A lot of people didn't value Scott Parker. Loose ball by Pompey. Can Burnley cut themselves in here? Anthony again, is he going to go alone? Does, but again, Pompey double up in that defence. And Burnley have got themselves a corner. I love the Championship. If you was to cap the Championship now and say that we'll win it every year, yeah, whatever. But the Championship is so unpredictable. And not a lot of people wanted Scott Parker here. Let's not forget that. A lot of people had their reservations, but he's here now. We back him. And let's start with this corner set piece as we break back to the game. Brownhill whips a ball in deep, headed towards the edge of the box. Hannibal takes a shot, deflected. Pires finds Cullen. Back with Hannibal again. Out towards Brownhill. Now to his central midfield partner who picks out Egan Riley. Gets it back. Hannibal Mejri still has the ball now. Good pass and move by Burnley. Pires finds Brownhill. He's got Anthony there. Heavy touch, but Anthony's still there. Picks out Brownhill again. Can Brownhill whip a ball in? It's deep. Foster, header up, and he can't wrap his head round it. Anything off the side of his head. I think that's one of them where he knows the ball's coming in, but it's very, very difficult to get to. And it's wide of the goal. Very, very wide of the goal. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, buddy. But the Championship is better. Championship is massively better, Andrew. "41 minutes on the clock. Still Burnley 0, Portsmouth 0. I think this has got a smash and grab. If somebody is to, it's a smash and grab. However, Pompey come forward. Josh Murphy has it. What can he do? Plays a ball in. Fizzed across. Goal! It's 1-0 Portsmouth! It is 1-0 Portsmouth, and Lang gets the goal. And the away side, they're celebrating, giving it all this. But Andrew in the chat will be happy. Not the other Andrews, but Pompey Andrew will be happy. And the 2,000 plus Pompey fans who have made the trip to Turf Moor will be extremely happy with that. Schumacher's done the old dash trick of, I won't celebrate, I'll just have a glug of water. But how is that for a sucker punch? Literally minutes between half-time. That's going to completely change the half-time team talk for Scott Parker. But Burnley are 1-0 down. And it's Lang who gets on the score sheet. For all of Burnley's possession, they've not done anything. They've not been clinical enough. Not been clinical enough at all. I mean, I know you've said lucky there, but Pompey come forward again. They'll want to go for it. Hannibal's playing really well, Reader, or Reader, however you pronounce it. He's done really well. He's an absolute menace. Pompey will be very, very happy with this. Their first half displayed defensively. If anything, it reminds me of the game against Leeds last week. Pompey have had to be really, wait for their chance, carve that opportunity. It's similar to what we did against Leeds. We had to be, play second fiddle, but try and make those attacks count when they need to. Pompey come forward again. It's Josh Murphy. Tries to beat Egan Riley. Very well stood. Murphy tries to look for a penalty. 100% not. I can tell you that now. But Coley Oshaw picks out Cullen. Brownhill. Can Burnley get one back before the stroke of half-time? Anytime, Andrew. I try to do these. I try to do them as many times as I can. Like I say, work dependent and stuff. To be fair, Foster's not bad. Foster isn't bad, and I think he's getting better. He's just come back from injury. Burnley come forward now. It's really well cut out by the Pompey defence. It looked like Brownhill was in, the club captain, but I think Burnley need a little bit more communication in that centre of the park going forward. But it is Callum Lang who puts the away side 1-0 up here at Turf Moor. Will Norris pumps long. Not entirely sure how many minutes are added on. Pompey asking all the questions. As much as possession hasn't been in their favour, 3 minutes added on. 3 minutes has been added on in this game. He's been class, Andrew. I won't lie. He's been class. It's not an easy match. This is why I love the Championship though, because it's so unpredictable. You've got teams who one week are absolutely ballers, and the next week they're absolutely dog shit. This is the thing. We, I'm not saying that Burnley have been that or anything, but for all the possession we've had, we've not made it count. None whatsoever. Pompey come forward again, which the linesman has his flag up, and Burnley tried to get going quickly. To be honest with you, Regan Poole, I liked him when he were at. Did he go to? Was he at Lincoln a few seasons ago? And I remember. Oh no, MK. Yeah, MK Dons. Remember him at MK Dons? Do you remember him at MK Dons? Just having a look now. Let's have a look at his Wikipedia page. Yeah, 41 appearances for MK Dons. Oh, he did play for Lincoln as well before you, for Pompey. 111 appearances, 3 goals. And yet he's made 14 appearances and scored 3 goals for you guys. So he's already matched what he had at Lincoln over a 3-year period. Not bad at all. I prefer the Championship over the Premier League, hands down. The only reason you want to get to the Premier League is for that. I'm sorry, but that's all it's about. You get that and the world exposure. Worrell for me, Max, been class. I think he's defensively strong. He's got a point to prove after having his nose shoved out at Forest. As he just picks a pass out for Corley Orshaw. This could be Burnley's last attack, but no, Josh Murphy's there to pick it out. The referee has blown his whistle, and it is half time at Turf Moor, and it's Portsmouth who hold the bragging rights. Pompey hold all the bragging rights. A good performance by them. Not entirely sure what Scott Parker's going to say to these lads at the break, but it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one because we need to be stronger second half, a lot stronger. I will be back with the second half very, very, very soon. However, I'm going to nip for a wee and probably top my drink up because I'm all out. But until then, stay tuned. We will be back with the second half. Give us your thoughts on the second half. We'll read them out when we come back. Stay tuned. And we are back, and we will be back with the second half. I don't know why I'm talking with my voice on mute for some strange reason. But I'm just looking at it now at the halftime stats, and in terms of possession, it reads good for Burnley. In fact, in terms of shots, it reads good for Burnley, but it's not been great at all. I mean, I'll have a look at some of the comments on Twitter for halftime. Portsmouth fans seem to be very, very happy. Lang tacks home Paddy Lane's excellent cross to give the Blues the lead. Basically, Pompey very comfortable. Norris has only had the one shot to deal with. Regan Poole, like I think Andrew said it earlier, has been brilliant since coming back in this game. He's blocked four brilliant blocks, to be fair. And Matt Scrafton, who deals with the Burnley Express, has said that a horse punished for a sloppy first half, and I couldn't agree more. Burnley's play has been far too slow and predictable, and they're too happy to take the safe option. Could be a long second half in store as Burnley try to break down a stubborn Pompey side. People are saying get Lyle Foster off the pitch this second. He's had an absolutely woeful first half. It's to be fair, there's a lot of negativity. I won't lie. Let's have a look at some of the scores then. Let's go through some of the scores around the Championship at the moment before we go through the stats. Obviously, Stoke played yesterday. They got beat 3-1 at home to Hull City. QPR played out a 1-1 draw against Millwall earlier today. Sunderland managed to bag a 1-0 win against Borough in a northeast, an all northeast affair. And Norwich managed to bag 4 at home to Watford. Currently at half-time, though, we have Sheffield United 0, Derby County 0, Luton Town 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Cardiff City 0, Leeds United 1, with Cardiff City down to 10, West Brom 0, Plymouth 0, Bristol City 0, Oxford United 1. So Oxford still keeping that rampage going. And Coventry 1, Swansea 2. Obviously, we've got Preston to play the unwashed bastards tomorrow at 12 o'clock. But yeah, it's in terms of the game, I've got to say Burnley have, had the possession. They've had the better of it. In fact, let's go through them stats before I read your guys' comments out. Burnley have had 8 shots to Portsmouth's 4, which I don't remember Burnley having any shots, to be fair. We've been very poor on the attacking front. But both teams have a shot on target, except Pompey going 1-0 up at the break. Possession-wise, Burnley have had 69% to Pompey's 31%. Burnley have passed the ball around 304 times to Pompey's 134. Passing accuracy of 88 compared to Pompey's 74. 7 fouls committed by Burnley, 0 by Pompey. 0. 1 yellow card for the Clarets, 3 offsides for Portsmouth, and both teams share 2 corners. As it stands, Burnley will be 6th with this if it stays at 1-0 and results elsewhere stay as they are. Oxford jump up to 3rd if they win with that 1-0, but it puts Portsmouth 15th if they win this game. So it still is all to play for. Andrew said Worrell is a class act, too good for this league. Aqua animation, I'm guessing. Sam going to say Burnley will make a classic comeback and will win this game 3-1. A lot of people have said, a lot of fans of opposition clubs as well, that's been managed by Scott Parker, the Bournemouth supporters and Fulham supporters have all said that Scott Parker is brilliant at halftime. He can absolutely change it, and you'll absolutely trouse the team in the second half. But then the game after, you go back to old habits. So where do we sit? It's a very tough one to call. Andrew says Poole is at least a championship player, spot on about the Prem money and nothing else. Much preferred the lower league. Real fans, no plastics. 110%. It's just showing, shots of the Burnley supporters, and there's a few of them just stood there going like, I don't know why I fake yawned. I'm yawning now. I shake. But as Pompey make their way back to the pitch, it's all well and good seeing a lot of the ball, but we need to make it count. Burnley players now back out as well, so we will be back underway with the second half. Championship is on top, not the Prem. It's full of money thieves, and it's just going to general. Yep, it has gone to F in general. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. It's all about the top six and nobody else. He's going to get us the win because it's classic Burnley. Need to make a return in every game we go down a goal. And Martin says the same. Burnley will make a comeback. I think full time for Burnley 2-1. Let's see what the Clarets can do. Let's see what we can do. But as it is at half time, it is 1-0 to Portsmouth. And a big 45 is needed from Burnley. None of this safe bullshit. Get forward. Start making those risky passes if needs be. Balls over the top. Come on. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Scott Parker and Mark Jackson are in deep discussion. I think from what Mark Jackson's saying is he's gesticulating quite a lot. So I don't think he's happy with the way Burnley have played it in that first half. Can I just say as well, people, to everybody who has been in, please do drop a like on this video, share it about, and subscribe if you're new. It really does help the algorithm. So thank you very much indeed. Still saying Coley or shorter bag. We are back underway. And hopefully, with Burnley going, trying to score down to their favourite side in front of the Jimmy Mac. Let's see if we can get something out of this one. Maybe Burnley expecting Portsmouth to go all out for the kill, but Burnley passing it around at the back. I think Pompey will be happy to just let Burnley have the ball because it's... And I said that earlier. I did say it earlier. Ball with Joe Worrell. Burnley doing well. Intercepted though by Portsmouth. As they come forward, everybody's running forward for Portsmouth. Josh Murphy up against Egan Riley. Ball comes into the box. Header up. Cleared by Cullen. As far as Lyle Foster. Come on, Foster. We all want you to do well, mate. We all want you to do well. Andrew, I do appreciate that, mate. I really, really do. Pompey come forward again. Great interception at the back. In fact, it's intercepted. Oh, he's blown for a free kick, the referee. I thought Pompey were in for a second then. Marlon Packen. I'm not sure who it was in Claret and Blue that was trying to give it back, but the referee manages to step in between the two of them and manages to cut out the bullshit early. No, I do appreciate that, Andrew, because like I say, I'd love to grow this massively. Obviously, work's got to be the #1 priority. But when I'm off work, if I can do it, brilliant. Lovely ball over the top by Worrell. Coley Oshaw tries to cut back. Nobody in Burnley is forward. For fuck's sake. It's not hard. You can see that the team's going forward, but yet Burnley aren't willing to push men and commit men. Josh Murphy goes into the book. I think Burnley have a free kick, but again, an opportunity wasted. We're too slow to react. As the ball comes in, Burnley aren't pushing bodies forward from that midfield. If we're going to get in there and try and look for a cross, we can't just have one player in there amongst 4 defenders. It's not going to work. You're very lucky if you come off on the top end of it. The missus is in. Hi. Don't know why I went so high myself then. But Brownhill has a chance from this free kick. Whips it in towards the middle. Edge of the box for Hannibal. Loses it. Now Pompey can break. 4 against 2. Ball whipped. Burnley still have it. Managed to win it back though. Oh, you're right, Serial. You're right, mate. It has been. Forward to Foster. Now with Coley-Orshaw. Is he going to run at his man? Tries to cut inside. Brownhill. Cullen. Picks out Hannibal. Tries to whip a ball in. Foster off the chest. Brownhill. Edge of the box. Shoots. Cleared away by Portsmouth. Burnley have it again though. Egan Riley. Coley-Orshaw cuts inside. Still manages to get it. Cuts inside again. Great toe by the defensive unit of Portsmouth. And they managed to grab themselves a free kick. Brownhill's asking the questions while the referee, I think he's just called the referee an effing gimp. That's how it looked. That's how it looked. You can tell he's been up north for a while. Come on, Burnley. It looks like we are starting to take a couple more risks. But when you're up against a side that, to be fair, in this game have been very, very resolute. You're hoping and praying on a mistake. And when you do get that mistake, you've got to kill the move. You've got to basically put an end to it. You've got to take advantage of that mistake. And at the moment, Portsmouth have stood very proud and tall and have been really stubborn, but been absolutely solid defensively. Joe Worrell. Egan Riley. Cullen. Tries to fizz a ball forward very quickly. Cleared away. Burnley throw-in. Totally agree, Aqua. Totally agree. James Trafford has it. Manages to pick out Lucas Pires. What can the Brazilian left back do? Makes a run. Cuts inside. Brownhill. Finds Steve. Jaden Anthony. Is he going to take a run up against his man? Tries to cut inside. Finds Brownhill again. His attempt at a pass is intercepted, but Burnley still have the ball. Work the ball back to Pires. Now with Anthony. Ball whipped in. Header flicked on, and Will Norris is there to collect. Not enough power on the header for Will Norris to even really be entertained by that. Had enough time to come out and collect. James Trafford has come on. I totally agree. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Like I say, he's not at fault for that. He's not at fault for their goal in the slightest. But yeah, Will Norris ex-Burnley, mate. 100%. This game is getting very, very scrappy. Jaden Anthony. God's sake. Ball played out wide. Burnley aren't watching this. Pompey could be in for a second here. Cut towards the edge. Hit again. It could be 2. Oh, James Trafford. James Trafford, you gorgeous bastard. What a save. Flag goes up. Flag goes up anyway. No, he plays for Bristol City now. Plays for Bristol City. They signed him permanently. It's offside, but James Trafford stands there and It's a full pelt shot straight at his chest. I'm surprised he's not winded. And again, it's that man, Callum Lang. Burnley come forward though. Jadon Anthony intercepted, gets into the box. Portsmouth try to clear. Pumped forward only as far as Joe Worrell. Still has it. Picks out Luca Koleosho on the far right-hand side. Pardon me. Beats his man. Ball over. Absolutely no one there at the back stick. However, it's gone as far as Hannibal. Can he get a ball in? Still no one there. It's out for a corner. Oh, what? That's a cut. Surely that's a... Koleosho's asking the referee, like, how's that not a corner? I thought it was a corner. It definitely came off a Pompey head last. But what I saw personally, anyway. Parker's telling him to calm down, though. I think he could. He might as well look at the camera and tell me to calm down. 54 minutes gone. Still lots of time in this one. That's the issue with the Championship. It is so many twists and turns. All it takes is a split second, and you can see in football. I mean, look at Everton, how many games they've had recently. 2-0 up, lost 3-2. Aki earlier, 2-0 up, drew 2-2. I think we did it last season at this stage of the season. We were 3-0 up against Blackpool. Still ended up drawing 3-3. Football is horrible and treacherous at times. But again, a stray pass goes missing and Portsmouth can try and counter from it. Ball whipped in. Sadie can't get there. And Burnley clear. It's out for a Portsmouth throw-in. Do you know what? I dare think England are waiting for someone like Dash to get sacked. Or either that or Guardiola's leaving City because he's been promised the England job. Could you imagine Guardiola as England manager? That's when Guardiola, if that ever happened, would be tested. Because I'm not being funny, but the teams he's had, he's inherited quite a very well strong unit squad. England would be a real test of his character. But it is, Andrew, it is why we love football. Massively why we love football, mate. The twists and turns. As a football fan, it's, results can make or break your weekend. You go into work, you talk to workmates that love football about it, but I must say, Schumacher set his Pompey team up absolutely spot on here. No, I don't think he'll do well for England. I think there's too much FA influence with England. Burnley come forward though. Luca Koleosho, Hannibal, Egan Riley plays the 1-2 with Luca. Hannibal gets it. The thing is, man for man, Portsmouth are there. They're breaking the move down. Burnley don't have a chance to even look up and pick out a pass, which is fantastic. Fantastic tactically by Schumacher. But Parker needs to realise that we're being marked. Is he the man to drive us forward? That's a massive question. It's just like England to do something like that, though, isn't it? Have someone who comes in as interim, absolutely bosses it, and then we offer him the job permanently and we fluff it. Speaking of Chances. Burnley have a chance here. Josh Brownhill. Jaden Anthony has it now. Ball played over to Coley Orshaw. Good ball by Anthony. Coley Orshaw cuts inside, tries to fist one over. Defended very well by Portsmouth. Coley Orshaw again. Now with Esteve. Lucas Perez. Early ball needed. Straight off the back of the Portsmouth midfielder, and it's out for a Burnley corner. Please make this count, Burnley. Please make this count. 1-0 down. Something's got to give. Something has got to give. Andrew, Pompey have been brilliant. They've basically done what Burnley did against Leeds, just defended for their lives while Burnley have tried to throw everything at them. And yet the corner results nothing. Perez still has it though on the far side. It's edged towards the back stick. Coley Orshaw, could he get his shot away? He does, and it's over the bar. I think he had a little bit more time there than he actually thought. Something just tells me this ain't going to be Burnley's day. If we turn this around, I'll be gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. Portsmouth about to make the first substitution as they fast approach the 60th minute. Andre Dozzell is set to come on. And it's Freddie Potts who makes way. Andrew, I can't fault Pompey in this game, Andrew. I'll be totally honest. Burnley making a substitution as well. Jaden Anthony's clapping. Yeah, Jaden Anthony has come off. Jeremy Sarmiento's come on. And I think, is there another Burnley substitution as well? Yeah, Zion Fleming is coming on for Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal's off. Wow. Ballsy move by Scott Parker, that. Absolutely ballsy move. 2 substitutions. Taking Anthony and Hannibal. Hannibal's not happy. I think Hannibal's just kicked a bottle as he's gone off. I don't think he's happy with the fact that how we've played in this game. I have to say now, clinically, if someone was to ask me, if I was in the pub watching this now, would you say a point's a fair result if we was to get one? I'd say no. I'd say no. Because for all the spell of possession that we've had, we've not made anything count at all. It's been quite dross. Perez does well. Keeps the ball. There's no one there. We're having to go back to midfield again. Brownhill picks out Sarmiento. What can he do? Brownhill looked like he was shaping to shoot, but Sarmiento tries to beat his man. Can he whip one in? Gets to the edge, tries to take a shot. Oh, what a finish! Oh, what a finish by Jeremy Sarmiento! Oh! You could see he looked like he was shaping up. It's out of nothing. Out of nothing. Do you know what? People will be saying Parker, tactical genius, whatever. But I'm not being funny. The whip, undeserved. Probably undeserved by Burnley, but the pressure. Jeremy Sarmiento gets Burnley back on level terms. Maybe a little lapse of concentration defensively by Portsmouth. What a finish. What a finish. It is Burnley 1, Portsmouth 1. And the game is now back underway. Listen, I'll be totally honest with you lot. I didn't see that coming from anywhere. JJ high-fiving everyone. He was waiting for that Burnley goal. Sarmiento with an absolute peach. An absolute peach. I'm sorry, I went Sarmiento. It was just again. I go back to saying, do we? If this finishes at 1-1, do we deserve it? Probably not. Defensively, Portsmouth have been brilliant. All it takes is concentration, tired legs. Is Dazelle not really rated? I thought Dazelle was quite rated by Pompey, to be fair. So what's the general consensus about Andre Dazelle from you guys? Oh ho ho is magic, you know. Jeremy Sarmiento. You're out there, Aqua. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Hannibal's gone off, yeah. Hannibal has gone off. He wasn't happy about going off either, to be quite honest with you. He absolutely kicked up a right stink about it. Andrew says he's been so poor, loses the ball too much, doesn't track, not championship level. He was warned by QPR, to be honest. How old is he? Is he still quite young? Burnley come forward again. Corley Oshaw. Fleming. Shot. Oh, well defended. I think he's at Regan Poole again. It is Regan Poole again. He has been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm sorry, but if this club's looking, I'm sorry for Pompey fans, but Regan Poole has been out of this world. Corley Oshaw gets in the box. Blocked. Burnley now asking all the questions. They've got back into it. Now starting to play some football. That's what we want to see. You did, Aqua. You did. What will come of this set piece? Ball whipped in. Norris jumps. It's up there. Cullen takes a shot. Blocked. Cullen again. Tries to hit it on the third shot. Doesn't get to it. I'd say he doesn't look like he's been out for 10 months either. He's been absolutely superb, mate. Even if you guys go on to lose this game or it finished 1-1, Regan Poole has been your club's man of the match, hands down. Hands down. Oh, come on, Burnley. Come on. Substitution for Pompey. Matt Ritchie back at the club. He's a brilliant player to bring on from the bench, by the way. 68 on the clock. definitely still got the legs. And he'll replace Paddy Lane, who got the assist for Pompey's first goal. Worrell's been really good, mate. I think defensively, both teams have had a defender that have stood out. But I'd say in terms of Burnley trying to get forward, Regan Poole's been the one who's cut out majority of Burnley moves. And if it wasn't for him being there, this game could have been completely different. Baron says Sarmiento should be first. Aqua says Sarmiento should have started. To be fair, Graham, yeah, Hannibal is very, very young, but he's a proper shithouse. To everybody watching, can I just say thank you for the love and support. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. But please do drop a like, follow us, subscribe, join us. Just let's grow together. Like I say, I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for you. I enjoy chatting bullshit about Burnley and football just as much as the next person. So let's do it together. Ball put long by Trafford, which has gone out for a Pompey throw-in. Long pump forward. Good defensive play by Joe Worrell. Manages to win a Burnley throw-in. Pompey thought it was their throw-in, but referee within close proximity gets to see what's going on, and it's CJ Egan-Riley who looks to try and push Burnley forward. Pompey win the seconds, and it falls to Trafford, who tries to get Burnley going quickly. Lucas Perez. He's got Sarmiento there with him. Cuts to inside instead. Finds Josh Cullen. No, I dare say ref's not been too bad. He's actually been all right. He's let the game play. It's been quite free-flowing. That said, Burnley come forward, though. Lyle Foster turns back. Coley Oshaw tries to get a ball deep. Fleming leaves it. Sarmiento. Brownhill. He's got Coley Oshaw there. A little bit. Could have passed it a few seconds earlier. Coley Oshaw may have got the shot away. Sarmiento up against his man. Cuts inside again. Tries to fizz one across. Can he get to the seconds? Very well. I thought he got to the ball. Well, referee says there's a bit of shoving there, but the thing I want to ask is, Andrew, I think you said 1-1. On the basis of the performance, would you take it? I know you said 1-1 before the ball was kicked, but with how the game's panned out, is 1-1 a scoreline you'd take now if the whistle was to go? Like I said, Raider, however it's pronounced. I think he's going to be a very big player for Burnley. Massive player for Burnley. Hannibal's even Rada. Is it Rada? Ridder? Is it Rada as in like like a bike rider, or is it Ridder as in got rid of her? So Rada. See, I'm learning lots of pronunciations today. I don't know what it is. I'm having an educational lesson while watching football. Happy days, mate. Just like myself. I look forward to seeing you in many other chats as well. Like I say, we'll always talk and I'll chat with everybody. Like I say, I don't do this YouTube channel for me. Well, it is mentally because it helps, but to also have fans who engage and love to speak about Burnley Football Club, even opposition fans. Like I say, I love to speak to every single fan who comes in. So keep up the love and support because I'll always be here. John, Callum Lang scored for Portsmouth, and it was Jeremy Sarmiento who bagged for the Clarets. To be fair, John, Pompey's goal was a mistake by the Clarets. Nobody watching at the back stick. Can't blame Trafford at all. And it was a simple tap-in. It was a lapse in concentration from the Burnley defence. But Burnley's goal came from absolutely nothing. Sarmiento looked to pick out Brownhill, who looked like he was going to cut in and take the shot from the edge of the box. Picked out Sarmiento on the side. And he was looking up, trying to pick out a body in the box, but instead curled an absolute perler of an effort, which I'm sure took a bobble just before it got towards Will Norris's goal, and it were right in the back of the net. Hope you're well, Paige. How you doing? Couple of substitutions for Portsmouth. Swanson makes way. I think it's 3 substitutions for Portsmouth, to be fair. Zesh Rahman, the former QPR man, Pakistani international, also alongside John Orley. Portsmouth have quite a experienced international backroom staff, which I like that. Enjoy your food, mate. What you having? Let us know what you're having. So we'll get confirmation of these substitutions in just a second. But I'm all right. I'm glad. I'm all right. How are you? How's things with you? Oh, barbecue. You cannot beat a good barbecue. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Sorry. John, mate, 5K, easy. Easy. Well, Chesterfield might be the dodgy one, but easy. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good, Paige. Glad you're good. How's your dad and how's your mum and dad and that? Everything all right with them? So the substitutions were Swanson came off for Jordan Williams. Samuel Silvera came on for Callum Lang. And I'm sure there was another substitution as well. I'm sure there were 3. It's not said the other one. I'm hoping I can get confirmation of that in just a moment. I think Josh Brownhill might be going into the book. Someone's going into the book. There's a lot of people arguing. It's Williams and Zion Fleming. Both of them have gone into the book. I'm not entirely sure what for because I was trying to work out who the substitutions are. Zet, you know what? I loved Zesh Rahman. I used to always sign him on Football Manager. He just, yeah, he is. I actually rated him as a player from his even back in his Fulham days. So Sadioff and Blair on. Thank you, Andrew, because trying to find out of Google is like, oh, it's just come up. It's just come up. Of course it has. But a like for like swap up top. But no, I'm glad they're good page. Glad everything's good. And yeah, like I say, Zesh, I thought he were an absolute quality player at QPR and Fulham. Massively underrated. Is there going to be a twist and turn in this game? Is there going to be a winner for either side? It's such one of those games where nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm still shocked that Burnley even managed to get back into this, because Pompey have been just, especially Regan Poole. I'm sorry, but Regan Poole's been class. I know Burnley fans won't want to hear that, but he's been 100% the difference. £90 million, John. £90 million. I hope you bought somebody decent with that. £90 million to Sheffield. Where did Sheffield United get the money from? More importantly, Martin, I couldn't have said it any better. It's massively intense. Oh, good header by Sarmiento. Lucas Perez is in. He's got Foster. Foster ready to break. Linesman waves his flag. Foster has bagged. Ball is in the back of the net, but the linesman did have his flag up. I think he'd just gone a quick second earlier, and that would have been 2-1 to the Clarets. Foster's done well to curl his shot, though. But yeah, I will hold my hand up. I think he definitely was offside. You get 1 mil a loss, 2 mil a draw, and 3 mil a win. And play. So how's that? That's weird. That's weird. Substitution for Burnley. Josh Cullen is off, and the former Stoke City midfielder Josh Loren enters the fray for the Clarets. Ball back with Esteve. Perez does well against his man. Picks out Worrell. CJ Egan Riley. I'd even say Egan Riley's been pretty solid as well at right back. Josh Brownhill adjudged to be offside. 9 minutes left. Just under 9 minutes left of normal time. Like I said, anything can change in football. Thank you very much to everybody who has shown the support, who's been watching from the get-go as well. Thank you very, very much. I know I probably don't have the voice for commentary, or I don't have the face for TV or whatever, but if I can make a Clarets day by at least giving them some sort of input to how the Burnley game's going, then it makes me happy. Compliments I get from you guys and stuff, and compliments I get on videos, like I say, it massively gives me confidence to do this more. So thank you very much. Lyle Foster picks out Coley Oshaw. It looks like he's going to see out a full 90 minutes here. Tries to get a ball in. It's intercepted. Headed only as far as Loren. Lucas Perez. Looked like he was shaping up to shoot. Sarmiento. Whips it in. Nobody there. It was Brownhill who sort of tried to take some off the ball in, hoping that there was someone at the back stick, but Pompey come forward quickly. Nobody there in attack, and Worrell's got time to play it back to Trafford. He makes a quick pass to Maxime Estev. John, you're right. It is smash and grab side. It is smash and grab, mate. Ball in the centre of the park. Sarmiento. Pires. Back to Joe Worrell. Burnley being still very, very patient in the build-up. I'm glad they're taking risks. The Pompey staff don't look happy at the way Pompey have been playing the last 5 minutes. They're almost sat on the edge of their seats, which, since Burnley have got the equaliser, it does look like Burnley are trying to go for that killer winner, which, if Burnley commit themselves too much, all it takes is a resolute Pompey to try and push. But Burnley do well there in the centre of the park. Can they come forward again? Josh Loren does well to beat his man. He's in the box. Plays it to Foster. Nobody there. Oh, he can't get his shot away. Can't get his shot away. Brownhill. Last 5 minutes of normal time. Joe Worrell has it. Pompey will be happy. They'll let Burnley play around with it at the back. It's when Burnley come forward that obviously they need to try and cut that move out. Burnley had 17 attempts to Pompey's 4. It's been such a difference of second half from the Clarets, but Lyle Foster's there. Can he get something? Tries to cut inside. Sarmiento on this near side. Has players to pick out. Pires. Back with Josh Loren. Picks out Sarmiento. He tries to turn. Loses it. Still gets it. Don't know how he's managed that, but still manages to have it at his feet. Goes back towards the centre circle. Joe Worrell. Can Burnley try and carve an opportunity open at this last dying breaths of the game? No, you to be fair, Andrew, I totally agree. You need someone who's willing to drive forward and one who's willing to sort of sit and do the donkey work, not two players that are so alike. To be fair, I agree with that. Foster has been frustrating to watch. Foster's not had one of his best games today, 100%. Lucas Pires. Josh Loren. Burnley at the moment, I must say, Burnley at the moment looking like the ones who want to grab that winner. It's so tough to call. A Burnley mistake and it could kill us. A Pompey mistake and Burnley are in. It's so intense. Referee pulls his whistle up for a foul, which Burnley players are really annoyed at. That's why are you calling that? Silvera's gone down. I'm not sure if it'll show a replay, but the referee's been very on hand for fouls. Well, 8-8 on the clock. I'm expecting at least 5 or 6 minutes added on. To be fair, Josh, so would I. I'd take a point. As much as we look like the team on top at this moment, I think it would be a valuable point. We got a goal out of nothing. I think, if anything, you've been absolutely fantastic. You've sort of done what we did at Leeds. You've been resolute at the back. Regan Poole, you wouldn't have even thought he'd had 10 months out. You've been brilliant. I can't fault Pompey fans at all. The way you've set up has been fantastic in this game. You've nullified our game. You've allowed us to sort of have control of the ball, and we've shit ourselves because we've not known what to do. Silvera's had to go off the pitch for the time being. It is squeaky bum time, as we like to call it. To be fair, like I said, the last game we had at Turf Moor was a 1-1 draw against the unwashed, the unwashed inbreds down the M65, Blackburn. But we do, mate. We do need to be stronger, a lot bloody stronger. Eight minutes added on. Now there's a scuffle in the middle of the pitch. I'm not sure what's going on here, but Egan Riley's being pushed around by Blair, and referee's just watching this happen. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Referee needs to take control of this. He's done really, really well. Done really, really well. 8 minutes will have come from all the substitutions. I think you've made all your substitutions. We've made ours. There's been a good couple of fouls as well. I did say I would have said 5 or 6, but 8. To be fair, I didn't counter in, when you've scored and stuff like that. So I don't. Oh yeah, probably around 7 or 8. Especially in today's game, that seems to be the standard, doesn't it? I think they take into account how long the ball's out of play for when it goes out for a throw-in or a corner, and you take your time. They had all that on so that the ball's not out of play for that long. But Portsmouth come forward on the far side. They'll try and win anything. It's fist towards the backstick. Matt Ritchie towards the edge. Shot. James Trafford saves. Oh, my arse. We're doing 20p, 50p. Then Silvera, who's come back on the pitch, gets his shot away. Burnley tried to be on the counter then, but Pompey have nullified that move. Good save by James Trafford. Honest to God, this is nail-biting stuff now. Absolutely nail-biting stuff. Referees stopped the game for what? Is it a Burnley substitution? It's Jay Rodriguez who enters the fray for Lyle Foster. I'm surprised Lyle Foster stayed on as long as he has. It's not been his day. I'll say that. I agree. I agree, Melton, to be fair. if we want to be a side that is pushing, then we shouldn't be. But I can't take anything away from the fact that Portsmouth have absolutely done a job on us today. Defensively, they've been solid. Burnley have a chance though. Sarmiento cuts inside 2, cuts inside 3. Joe Worrell, edge of the box. Josh Brownhill takes a shot. It's in! Yes! Yes! Josh Brownhill has won it for Burnley. I say won it 93 on the club captain. Oh, oh, how have we done this? How have we done this? Josh Brownhill. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Alan Pace is jumping around like a fucking madman. JJ Watt's clapping like no tomorrow. Josh Brownhill. Oh my God. How have we stole this? How? How have we stole points here? I'm gobsmacked. I'm absolutely I'm there. I'm flabbergasted. I'm lost for words. How? 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 It's a shock. Will Norris is literally none the wiser. It looks to me like he's thinking this shot's going wide, and yet it literally creeps into the bottom corner. What a shot by the captain. I'm sorry if you can't hear me because screaming down this, it sort of like muffles the noise. Wow. 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 Scott Park, how? Even the camera's panning round at the score. Pompey fans, I'm sorry. I feel for you, Pompey fans. I really do because you have been tremendous. You don't deserve to lose this game so late. And I will tell you that now. Claret tinted glasses on. I'll probably say, fuck it, Burnley all the way. But 2 minutes left of the added 8, and Burnley have somehow managed to. I know my time has stopped. So I apologise. It only runs up to 95 minutes, but there is still a minute and a half left. Pompey fans will feel absolutely sick because they don't deserve this. They deserve to come away with a point, if not all 3. Again, it's a game where at home we have been poor. But then second half, I've got second half. We've actually been really, really good. Second half, we've actually been what we should have been for 90 minutes. An absolute animal in your face, trying to attack, pressing like beavers, and I don't. I feel for Pompey fans. I really, really do. Because you should have took something out of this game. Not that this not chance yet. As Pompey come forward. Loose ball, Koleosho. Ball pumped long. Burnley happy enough to just get it away. Gilvey plays the ball forward. Craig says, never give up, keep pressing, and you'll get what you deserve. On the basis of the second half, I'd say we deserve something. 3 points, probably not. But I mean, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Liam says, story of Pompey's season. To be fair, hard run of games and managed to get points out of them and compete well. Been unlucky, fair. But yeah, 100%. Hannibal is an absolute nuisance, Liam. 100% he is. He is the perfect shithouse between now and what we've had from Barnes and Barton. But that's it. It's over. It's over. Burnley secure the 3 points. Captain Fantastic strikes again. I'm sorry, but I don't know how. How have we? Have we? No? What? Hold on a minute. It showed. So it's not finished. It just showed the manager shaking hands and stuff, but yet it's still showing the game still playing. Now the referee blows his whistle. Now the referee blows his whistle. Yeah, guys, I can't. I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. How have we won that game? How? Because we weren't the best. First half, we were miles off it. Miles off it. And I think this is what you need to do as, you know, you're coming down from the Premier League. People are going to be like, yeah, you're going to do this week in, week out. You're going to rinse teams or whatever. Portsmouth fans, if you're still in here, do not feel downbeat. You have just put in an outstanding performance. I will tell you that now. You've put in an absolutely outstanding performance. Sorry, I've been calling him Schumacher. It is John Massinio, isn't it? Sorry, can I hold my hands up, Andrew? I've been saying that it's Schumacher, the former manager, the manager that's just been sacked by Stoke. So I do apologise, but no, honestly, I can't even sum that game up. I really can't. A game of two halves. A game of two halves. Andrew says there, well done, guys. Great game. No, I appreciate all the Pompey fans who came in. I really, really do. So thank you very, very much for that, for the love and support. Liam says positive second half, still a lot of work on. Missing Roberts at the minute. Maybe starts deserved for Sarmiento and Fleming up top. It's okay. Phil Bird called him Mourinho. Well, you know, like I said, we do play Oxford next. And let's see what we can do. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But I honestly don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. To the 2,000 plus Pompey fans travelling back down to Portsmouth, do not sit on those coaches and feel deflated, because you know what? You got promoted to the Championship last season. You've put a Championship performance in there. I will tell you that now. And I'm sure you will, based on your season, I'm sure you will get a lot more points off teams with that sort of performance. So don't beat yourselves up. You really did be a credit to yourselves. Max says, great chat. Great job as always. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. John says, Oxford was the only one to let me down on my bet. Typical. In fact, let's have a look at the scores. Let's have a look at what people are saying actually on social media before we wrap this up, because I need a shower before I quickly nip out. But people say Burnley Football Club, simple as that. Just that 3-letter word. It's mostly just going on about the goals for some reason, but like Regan Poole was excellent. I'd give Regan Poole the man of the match if you're a Pompey supporter. For a Burnley perspective, I wouldn't even know to give it from a Burnley perspective. We had to dig deep second half. I'd say the game changed when Sarmiento came on. But like I say, I appreciate everybody who's commented. So thank you very, very much. Ian says, good news to start me Saturday evening, 100%. Worrell is a fantastic shout, Liam. Absolutely fantastic shout. Burnley players all up towards the cricket field end, about to give it a hey, hey, hey. And Scott Parker's bringing them over. But Brownhill's giving it the oh, hey, hey, hey. Honestly, we dug deep. We dug deep. Simple as that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I really do appreciate it. Oh, there's a big team. Yeah. Love that from Scott Parker. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support. Really do appreciate it. Henry, 3 points, get in. It was the most hard fought 3 points we might even have this season. And Ian says, after a bloody shark journey to Manchester not being able to go well, that is bad. But it is, like Ryder said, the most important is the 3 points, 100%. We will be back. We'll be back on Monday, where I will be bringing you a match preview for the Oxford United game. And we'll also be back next Saturday because I'm going to cover the Oxford game as well. So if you want to watch along for the Oxford game, tune in for that. We'll be back. And we've got the match preview on Monday, which you will be able to get to bleed your ears or to watch at your perusal on YouTube. Until then, thank you very much. Burnley take all 3 points at Turf Moor. Was it deserved? Oof. Based on 45 minutes of football, I'd say it was. Up the Clarets. Come on, Burnley!